first and foremost, to congratulate you on your ascension as Oba of Benin. Second, is to seek the royal blessings and prayers over NDLEA as they move about trying to eradicate the issue of drug abuse and trafficking in the nation. Your Royal Majesty, let me use the opportunity to brief you about the activities of NDLEA, Edo State Command, from 2015. Your Majesty, the Edo State Command from 2015 to March 2022 have arrested a total of 2,123 people in connection with drug-related offenses. Out of this, 1,636 are males and 557 are female. In the area of drug seizure, the command seized a total of 486,307.314 kilograms of cannabis sativa. That is approximately 500,000 tons. About 90 vehicles and 33 motorcycles used as a means of conveyance were also seized. Your Royal Majesty, Edo State is blessed with a very fertile land. Unfortunately, some people have taken advantage of that to start planting cannabis sativa within our forests. From 2015 to date, the command destroyed 183 cannabis farms, totaling 209.67142 hectares of cannabis sativa. Edo State is blessed with fertile land for cultivation of crops. That is why we have plantations and reputable plantation farms in Edo State. Unfortunately, the forest reserves have been overtaken by the criminals that indulge in cultivation of cannabis sativa farms. Within the period under review, 183 farms, totaling 209.67142 hectares of cannabis sativa were identified and destroyed by the command. In the area of prosecution, 213 convictions have been secured, while 256 cases are still pending at the Federal High Court. Your Royal Majesty, I just gave you a brief about the activities of the Edo State Command in trying to curtail the activities of drug abuse and trafficking in Edo State. It is an instance of this that my chairman has observed that we alone cannot do it. We have to involve critical stakeholders and royal fathers to assist in trying to curtail the issue of drug abuse and trafficking nationwide. Your Royal Majesty, I have been directed by my chairman, Chief Executive, to come and appeal to you. The headquarters, national headquarters, introduced what is called War Against Drug Abuse that was launched by the President in June last year. We have been directed to cascade it to the state commands and to start with the Royal Highnesses. Your Excellency, I'm here, Your Royal Majesty, I'm here. Your Royal Majesty, I'm here in the instance of my chairman to appeal to you to accept to be the Grand Ambassador of War Against Drug Abuse in Edo State. Your Majesty, may I, on behalf of the Chairman Chief Executive, present to you the badge as the Grand Ambassador of War Against Drug Abuse. First and foremost, Your Royal Majesty, let me distinguish between drug use, drug abuse, and drug misuse. When somebody is sick, let's assume he has stomach pain, and he's given Buscopan to take. Buscopan is a tablet, small tablet. If he's asked to take one in the morning and one in the evening, but because he feels the pain is too severe and feels that that one cannot take care of his problems, and he takes 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening, that is drug misuse, because legally, medically, he's expected to take medicine, drugs, to cure his sickness. But when somebody wakes up very early in the morning, very hard and active, but because he wants to change the functions of his body, he goes to look for tramadol to take. Not that he is sick, just because he wants to change the functions of his body. That is drug abuse. That is why over 80% of violent crimes are perpetrated under the influence of substance abuse. When criminals go out to perpetrate their criminality, they abuse these drugs in order to give them the false impression of false energy, not giving recourse to the effects of that drug on their own health. So drug misuse and drug abuse basically is when you have the medical use, medical need for that drug, but you do not take it based on the medical prescriptions. That is drug misuse. But when you do not need it at all, and you go for it, that is drug abuse. That is why in defining drugs, we define drugs from 3 different perspectives. Number 1, to the pharmacist or to the medical doctor, it is a chemical preparation for the cure and prevention of sickness. To the layman, it is anything that he takes for the cure and prevention of drug abuse. That is why you see people with agbo moving around, then somebody will maybe has headache, you will call them. It is not a chemical preparation, but it is intended for the cure and prevention of drugs, sickness. But when we talk about the drug abuse we are talking about, in the context of those that abuse the drugs, we say it's any substance which, when taken, alters the functions of the body. In the 2 definitions I gave, the baseline there was either cure and prevention of sickness. But these people that abuse the drugs, they abuse it. What they want is to alter the functions of their body, to be high. So that is the baseline between the issue of drug abuse and normal use of drugs.
Ula, behalf of my chiefs and respected members of their family here present today. We are very delighted to have you. Thank you for your kind remarks. Thank you for your encomiums. Indeed, thank you, National Chairman NDLEA, for sending you to confer the Grand Ambassador of drug abuse. Drug abuse. I was waiting for the letters of credence. I was waiting for the letters of credence, but I didn't know it would be as simple as just a pin. So give me give us all the requests to serve again as ambassador for this very important group, national group in Nigeria that is fighting drug abuse. I believe also illegal arms. Is that correct? State Commander? You know, with us. Your schedule also involves fight against illegal arms as well as drug abuse, no? Just drug abuse. I thank you very much. We will do our best. We assure you that we will do our best to discharge our duties that have just been conferred on us. We will do our best to build on the legacies of our forefathers, of those that have come before us to fight this fight against drug abuse. However, it will be most helpful if we can have a clear guideline of how to differentiate between recognizing what we are fighting against. Because you gave some definitions of drug abuse. We have to know in clear terms what we have to do to discharge this important task. Let me quickly say too that in line with this your request and this onerous task, because it is a big responsibility on our shoulders to fight this fight against drug abuse. It's not easy. You have to have all the facilities from government, federal and state support and all that. You are aware that some of the drugs that you listed there are also drugs that are for curative purposes. And as you said, is the misuse of it. But it's not easy to track down the individual use of these drugs or the misuse of these drugs. So that's why it will be helpful for you to give some directives, some clear criteria that we have to look at to ensure that we are doing our best to fight against drug abuse. However, this is not something we can discuss in this. We have to keep on meeting and discussing, but we would like for now, if you can come back with a clear-cut definitions and criteria that we have to follow. It's not always the diplomacy that we have to concern ourselves with is the conflict that can come up and the resolution that comes with it. Hence, you have to be trained in conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is not a mechanical sort of thing. It's an art. It's an art to learn to solve conflicts, resolve conflicts for groups, for nations, and so on and so forth. Thank you very much for being in Edo State, for coming to do this job. We pray for you all the time, keep you out of harm's way, because it's not going to be easy for you, either your officers, going about your task. We keep on praying that God protect all of us